Welcome to Listertainment, the channel whose name is just a giant lie. Boxing and MMA weigh-ins are getting more and more fun every year as fighters are starting to wear different costumes, do different funny acts, or just plain act like cocky douchebags. This is probably a method to get your name out there because that is the way to get famous nowadays and to become a household name, which will lead the fighting promotions to use you more often and promote you more. It's all about going viral, baby. Today we'll be seeing weigh-ins where someone steals a show that has nothing really to do with a fight. If you haven't enjoyed this video, please subscribe down below and make sure to turn on those notifications. Also give it a like, you mother effers, because the algorithm is a like slut. Let's get started. Billy Joe Saunders is going to be Canelo's next opponent in May, and I'm pretty excited about it. But in 2017, he was facing off against Willie Monroe Jr., and Saunders decided to take his son to the weigh-in, and apparently, he is really protective of his dad.
Down in front.
Man, you see some crazy acts from the fighters, but never from future fighters. That kid had to take 2 shots at him, right to the groin. Luckily, he's pretty weak still, and Monroe didn't react like it hurt or anything. But his trainer was pretty angry and he was calling out Saunders for not having any class. Saunders, I think, didn't even see what happened because he didn't react at all. Then his other kids got into it. Saunders did make his son apologize later after he beat Monroe in a fight via unanimous decision.
My young boy Steve got something to say to Woody.
Sorry for punching in the nuts.
There you go.
Didn't seem to be a legitimate apology since it was just way too funny the way he said it. So we all know that the entire world and their mother was going to be watching the Mayweather vs Pacquiao fight, but a ton of big names even went to the weigh-in, including Mike Tyson.
I don't know. At first I took Pacquiao, then this is going to be interesting.
A ton of people who see Mike Tyson want to get a picture with him, and on most occasions he is happy to do it, especially if you ask first, which is something this drunk guy forgot about. Why would you invade the space of the most menacing champion of all time? Just because now he's more relaxed and doesn't want to eat other boxers' children doesn't mean he won't still kick your ass.
And I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah.
Even the other fans around him are like, just get the hell back, man. This man will kill us all just because of your stupid picture. During the weigh-in for the fight between Derek Chisora and Kubrat Pulev over in Germany, someone in Pulev's entourage, and some are claiming that he was just a fan who somehow got onto the stage, and he felt personally offended when Chisora started facing up against Pulev. What the hell is this guy thinking? Has he never seen a face-off before? This is all normal stuff. You face off, pretend not to like each other, maybe get a little shove in there, and that's how you sell the fight. This guy got so mad that his boy I guess he thought he was being punked, so he just hit Chisora in the face. I guess he had a plastic bottle in his hand, but security took so long to get this guy out of there that Chisora had time to react like a little kid, where if you just look at them for too long after they fall, they start crying. He went crazy trying to get this guy. I don't know if he actually got him in the end, but he was manhandling everybody in this building. So Joe Rogan is at many weigh-ins as he's the one doing the presentation and interviewing the fighters. And this was the same story when Ronda Rousey was going to face off against Miesha Tate at UFC 168. Rogan almost got to see a full moon that night, but instead he just saw a lot of crack and he didn't know what to do. I mean, he did the most normal thing, which I guess is to stare, because if you look elsewhere, it just kind of looks weirder for some reason. But his facial expressions were pretty hilarious. It just kept evolving, like it starts out like a little secret that he just saw, but then realizes everybody knows that he just saw something and he has to acknowledge it. so he just kind of made a face of like, well, that just happened to somebody off stage. This girl at UFC Fight Night stole the show because she was so, how do you say it, interested in the guys that were going to do the weigh-in. I think that what men see in this video is her big eyes and her biting her lips, and of course looking the guys up and down, and that's what makes them think that she is there wanting more than just to do her job. You usually see horny guys doing this type of staring, so when you see a girl do it, I'm not gonna lie, it's kinda hot. This girl got kinda famous for this video and it went viral all over the internet. Fans at weigh-ins can be really loud, especially when it's a big fight. But when you put together fans who have found one of their own that is dominating the sport, like the Irish with McGregor, they can go a little crazy. Pretty sure this is kind of celebration and cheering you would see at a soccer match, but because the Irish are not contenders in soccer, these fans have transferred all their energy to supporting McGregor, and damn are they good at it. Oh wait, I think McGregor just scored a goal! During the weigh-ins for Canelo vs. Smith, Andrew Cancio had to get naked in order to be able to make the weight in his fight against Joseph Diaz Jr., but he showed way too much.
126.
So his entourage was holding the sheet way too loosely, so he barely touched it and it fell. But this is the weird part to me. Why did he try to cover his nipples with his right hand for like a second before he realized that he's a man and has been topless the entire time? But you see that smile after all the women start cheering? That has to make any man feel pretty good. So it was his little man who stole the show today. And now we have some guy's worst nightmare, and that is being caught looking.
Equals -1. Okay, find the square roots. It doesn't really exist. If I equals...
This is Officer Russell Metke, who decided to look away as soon as Tate got really close for her interview because he appears to be married.
It's been a long time coming for you to get back in line for a shot at the title. Tomorrow's your big night. Give us your thoughts.
But he realizes that she is about to put her shorts on, so this is going to be the last time that he's going to be able to get a good look at that ass, and he takes the opportunity. Unfortunately, he did it in a way that caused the most attention. He just moved his eyes without even moving his head. He could have done a pan going from left to right, but nope, he just moved his eyes, which makes it real awkward. Luckily, Tate won the fight and then looked for the cop, and they did this. Pretty awesome for Tate to allow this cop to live this down and make fun of it together. Dana White on many occasions has to step in the middle of two fighters in order to stop them from starting the fight right then and there, but this time he was unable to do anything. He failed to do anything because it was just a giant prank pulled off by John Jones and Anthony Johnson before their fight at UFC 187. They were trying to recreate the John Jones-Daniel Cormier brawl from a couple of months back, as this was the perfect time to do it since Dana would be on edge. It played out perfectly, with Dana's face being that of worry and anger, and that these guys would try to start another brawl, but his face of relief is priceless. Omar Figueroa Jr. is the boxer who was in the undercard of the Pacquiao vs. Thurman fight and was set to fight Yordenis Ugas, but during the weigh-in he took his sister onto the stage, and well, she stole the show, as they say.
Ugas, a welterweight special attraction tomorrow night live on Fox Sports, PBC.
Brothers can sometimes be blind as to how hot their sisters actually are, and this was something that Omar was going through because I'm pretty sure he never expected his sister to get all the attention during the weigh-in. This cameraman here focused all his attention on the girl, and he was supposed to be recording the fighters. But I don't blame him, to be honest. She even stole the attention away from the actual models there from Tecate. If you bring someone to the weigh-in that is going to overshadow you, then it's not going to help your stock. You need to be the one doing the memorable thing in order to get recognized. It might not be the thing you want to be known for since you're a fighter, but eventually this can lead to people knowing you for your fights, if you can actually back it up. Thanks for watching this video. See you next time.